Last week, the United States took defensive military action against Iranian threats.
Well, UN Ambassador Kelly Craft defending President Trump's decision there to eliminate Iranian General Soleimani. Addressing the UN in New York today, Craft said that the drone strike targeting Soleimani took place after a series of armed attacks on U.S. interests by Iranian proxies. She adds that the White House submitted all related documents justifying the strike to the UN. Craft also saying the Ayatollah regime has threatened American lives for many years.
President Trump has made clear that his highest and most solemn duty is the defense of our nation and its citizens. And so we will act decisively in the exercise of our inherent right of self-defense to protect Americans when necessary, as is recognized under the Charter.
Well, Craft also emphasized President Trump's call on Tehran to change its behavior and abandon terror activities to ensure a brighter future for the Iranian people. Here's One America's Caitlin Sinclair with more.
The UN Security Council held an open debate, which was expected to be a tense conversation on maintaining international peace and security. In a letter to the Council, U.S. Ambassador Kelly Craft said the killing of General Soleimani was justified under Article 51 of the UN Charter. Under Article 51, countries are required to report to the 15-member Council whether any action was taken in exercising the right to self-defense. This was the same article used under President Barack Obama to justify taking action in Syria back in 2014. Iran also justified its action under Article 51 in a letter to the UN. Iran's UN ambassador Majid Ravanchi wrote that Tehran does not seek escalation of war, after exercising its right to self-defense by taking what he called a measured and proportionate military response targeting an American airbase in Iraq. Craft's letter cites a number of recent threats and attacks by Iran on U.S. assets and troops. She says the country is prepared to take additional actions in the region as necessary to continue to protect U.S. personnel and interests. Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, addressed the room, acknowledging the decline in trust and escalation of chaos among nations.
Unfortunately, the new year has begun with fresh turmoil and long-standing suffering. Geopolitical tensions have reached dangerous levels, most recently in the Gulf. With turbulence on the rise, trust within and among nations is on the decline.
While the UN meeting was scheduled before the escalation of tension between Iran and the U.S., the situation in the Middle East dominated this open discussion. The Secretary General wrapped up the debate, saying the operation spends far more time and resources responding to crisis than to preventing it, calling for their operation to be rebalanced. Reporting from the United Nations, Caitlin Sinclair, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.